What's going on, my friends, and happy Tuesday. We are back into it, back from the beach from spring break with the kids. We went down to Pensacola, Perdido Key, and Orange Beach, and well, we're back at it doing what we love to do, right? Reality. It was a great trip while I was down there. Got a chance to talk to a lot of shop and a lot of shop owners, a lot of artists. Um, we one thing that kept coming up, and I think that we already knew this, is that a lot of us, a lot of you, are still booking appointments through DMs and email and text. And that seems to be the trend in a lot of the studios and a lot of solo artists that I've talked to. I've even joined several key Facebook groups to fill out what's going on. It helps me to realize where this industry is going. This industry is moving fast, and we got to keep up with it regardless of what you think. This industry is moving fast. And if you want to be part of it, you got to move fast too. So um, I think that, one of the other key takeaways that I saw was that a lot of people didn't understand or thought that by having something that was automated, that you gave up client, I don't know what's going on there, client communication. And that's not true. Um, we deal with our clients every day. We greet our clients. We have great relationships with our clients, new and existing. Um, but the process that I'm talking about comes after the fact. Comes after you've met that client, after you had your consultation, if that's what you do. It helps you communicate, right? You're going to communicate. That's part of our business. That's a key part of our business, is to communicate with our clients to make them feel comfortable with the ink that we're about to put in their skin. So that's an inaccurate statement for the people that wanted to bash out or lash out at me that why would I let a software take care of my customers? It doesn't. It takes care of your business. You have to take care of your customers. I can't fix that, but I can fix your business. I've been working with a lot of studios. I'm redesigning their process. We're implementing Tatify Studio Pro, and I can tell you there's real results out there. For me personally, there's real results that I can show from the time that I started using Tatify Studio Pro and the time before. And you're thinking, well, how did that happen? Well, it's not just what it does, is how it makes people feel. It's the easeability in giving them the options that they have to be booked in, to be taken care of. I'll give you an example. In our state, we're only required, my understanding, by the way, from our Department of Health lady, we're only required to have one physical waiver signed per year, and of course, a copy of their license per year. Only one. I mean, why would you make them, right? I kept on saying, why would I make this client come back every year? If he's an existing client, he comes in 2 or 3 times a month or whatever that may be. Why would I make him continue looking at this calendar? I mean, sorry, I'm going ahead of myself. Look at these waivers, sign it, and then I have to file it, right? And on top of the other 26 that he's already taken. I mean, why would I do that? And, I asked her, I said, so if I had an electronic copy of that, of some kind of acknowledgement, would that suffice? Absolutely. That's a great idea. It's either that or you pull out the existing one and have them initial it every time that they come in. Well, for me, that's not an option. To me, that's way too much work. And I'm not lazy by any means, but it doesn't help the client any, right? It doesn't help them come in and be more comfortable. What it does is, in Tatify, we upload once a year a hard copy of their waiver and a copy of their license. Every other time that they come in, they run this. They come in, they click on that. So it's a tablet with a check-in. And what that does is it takes them to an electronic version of the waiver that they can scan through, and then they can acknowledge, and then they're done. And what that is, what I just showed you, is for every artist. So if we had 3 artists in here and every one of them had 15 bookings, it would show 3 different columns with 15 different bookings. And their clients can choose their booking, click, check in. What that does is this right here. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you in real time. So I just finished a client here earlier. As you can see, I wonder if I can switch this around. That's definitely not it. I'm going to turn it around. So as you can see, their waiver and their license, that's not the professional way to do it, but it's the only way I can figure it out right now. Their waiver and their license is uploaded, right? But look here. Waiver acknowledgement. Today's date at 2:44 has an appointment ID and an acknowledgement, right? It's telling me that this person came in, they checked in, and they acknowledged it. They acknowledged the waiver without having to fill out one. It took 2 seconds and we were good to go. No more waiting in line for several people. No more delay in filling out paperwork or whatnot. That's not the case anymore. Not for Tatify. If you choose to have this option, and it's a free option, I mean, it comes with it. Why not use it? You just have a tablet. You connect to the check-in portion of it, the check-in module, and you're rocking and rolling. Like, there are no setup. So, there are still customer relations that have to happen. There's still face-to-face with your client. There's still relationships that you have to build. But for the back end, for the business side of things, which is what we have, streamline it, create it, look at your trends, look at the days that you're slow and that your artists are slow, and look at the days that you're blowing it away, and adjust what you do to those days. You'll save money, you'll learn to be more efficient, and you'll run a better studio. www.tatifystudio.com. Go check us out. See you there.